Hello my friends and welcome to your Adventure Compass. Today we're in Fairfield, Ohio, a suburb of Cincinnati. It is also the third day of our road trip down south and we're just outside of Jungle Gyms. Now if you've never heard of Jungle Gyms, it's a really cool marketplace with all kinds of animatronics and crazy stuff like this. So we're gonna head inside and check it out. But before we do, let's take a better look at this sea dragon. Now this cool looking sea dragon happens to be at the side entrance of Jungle Gyms, and he's pretty big. I think if I had to guess, I'd say he is maybe 100, 150 feet long. He is in 3 sections as well. Looking at the sea dragon from the front, I would guess he's maybe about 15, well, yeah, about 15 feet tall, maybe a little bit less. It just looks tall, I think, because it's up on this riser. Maybe it's 12 feet. Not quite as big as I think, but still pretty good size. I mean, my body could fit in his mouth. He could just eat me up. And he's in 3 different sections. There's one here. The middle section right here. And then down here is his tail. I think this was really cool the way they did this. And I don't know if this was originally built for this location or if it came from somewhere else. And just after you come inside, looking over to this building, check this out. There's a monorail sitting here next to this building. And there's another building right next to it. I think we're gonna pull up over there and take a look as well. Right over in this area, you'll notice there's a monorail, and then there's this building, and the building says Oscar Station Entrance, and there's a monorail inside there as well. It does say closed for a private event. I don't think that's the case. I think this has been closed for some time and they're just not using it anymore. It's unfortunate. It's kind of a cool thing. You notice there's this huge snake wrapping around the top of the building. His tail's here, so his body's wrapping all the way around the back of the building, and there is his head right there on that corner. But this wraps all the way down to here, and the monorail goes all the way through this parking lot, way down that way and around the other side of the building. It's gigantic. And I think we'll drive it so I can show you guys how far that monorail goes. I don't know if this was originally just for parking. Maybe it was so busy at one point that they had people park over here and take the monorail. We'll find out. All right, heading down this way from the station there, you can see that the monorail track runs down here on the perimeter of their property. It curves down this way through the parking lot and around the corner of all these buildings. And as you can see, it wraps around here and probably drop people off, maybe up there, not quite sure. But the monorail stops here. There's also a decorative monorail up here, probably one of the ones that wasn't working. It says Jungle Gyms International Market. So I really have no idea how big Jungle Gyms is. I just know that it's supposed to be absolutely huge. And we are parked in Rhino parking, which is number 5. So that kind of tells me there's a lot of entrances to this building. It does say this is the Rhino entrance right there, and that's where we're going in. So we'll see how big this really is. Oh, by the way, there's a lot of little stores. There's a Hallmark and a faux shop over there. There's a Jersey Mics over here, and another store for rent down there. So there's a lot of stores surrounding this. So don't be surprised if it doesn't look that big, I think all these stores are surrounding the perimeter of the building. Let's head in and see what Jungle Gyms is all about. And here we are. We have entered Jungle Gyms. Looks like they've got a little bit of everything. There's some Amish butter down here. I've heard that this is an amazing grocery store. And oh my gosh, it looks huge in here. These are all different rums. They're only $6.99 for a fifth of rum. This is Cruzan, which I believe is from, yeah, that's what I thought. It's from the islands. This is St. Croix it comes from. And we've got pineapple, blueberry lemonade, black cherry, mango, strawberry, vanilla. There's a ton of different flavors. I have a feeling I'm going to leave with one of these because I do enjoy rum. And there's some good flavors here. Let's see what this one is. Peach rum. Down here, tropical fruit rum. Oh, that might be it. We'll have to wait and see. There are aisles and aisles of wine selection. Oh my gosh. Now you might be thinking, with a store this big, why would they have porta potties in here for the bathrooms? Well, I gotta let you guys know, it ain't a porta potty. It's just one of Jungle Gym's cleverly designed little things here in the store. They even have a porta potty you can take your picture in. And looking at this little graphic poster here, it says the Jungle Johns that made news around the world. Apparently these bathrooms have been in the news around the world. America's best restrooms. Speaking of America's best restrooms, we're going to visit another of America's best restrooms tomorrow because we're headed down to Kentucky. So make sure you watch that one next. They also have a couple of pinball machines here. There's a Kiss pinball and a Jurassic Park. And right next to it, check this out, $15. And there is a giant Jungle Gyms glass growler. And it's got the Jungle Gyms International Market on the back. Now, if you don't know what a growler is, this is for you to take to a brewery, and they will fill it up with beer for you. And it's got a cap, a release cap, to keep your beer from losing its carbonation. So I just noticed over here, there's a sign that says cooking school. It says cooking school students only on the door. They actually do have a cooking school here, and I can see why, because there's so much in this store. Kind of cool. There's a whole section of candy over here, and check these out. These candies are on top of bumper cars that say Coney Island. That's kind of cool. And check all of these Pez dispensers out. There's a whole aisle of them. Look at all these Pez dispensers. Lots of different characters. Got some DC and Marvel characters, Toy Story characters, a bunch of other ones as well. And I see something we need to go look at, but I wanted to point out more of the Coney Island bumper cars. And check this out, guys. It is the King. Elvis is here. He's playing his guitar, singing. This is one of those unique things that makes Jungle Gyms what it is. And check this out, guys. There's a pressed penny machine. Gonna have to get me one of these. And I think we're gonna go with the monkey. He probably looks the best out of these, I think. So we've got our quarters already loaded up and our penny. We'll push them in. I've already targeted the monkey right here, and we'll give it a crank. And there it is. There's our monkey, guys. Right next to Elvis, they have this portrait And I think that's supposed to be Jungle Jim, and it's made out of jelly beans. Check this out, guys. How cool is that? You can see each individual jelly bean. That's pretty cool. And right now we're over in the bakery section, and they've got lots of cool stuff all over the place. Like up here, I noticed there are these cases and cameras as property of Paramount Studios. Just past that candy sign, there is a horse and carriage, and it says Gerber's Amish Farm. Looks like they've got Amish chicken and things like that over there. This area seems to be mostly baked goods and cookies and sweets and things like that. There's a giant wedding cake over there. Looks like they have caramel apples as well. Lots of desserts over here, and there's a whole bakery section with desserts as well. Check out the desserts in this dessert counter. Oh my gosh, so many different things to choose from. They have the macarons, they have different cheesecakes, regular cakes, carrot cakes, rainbow cakes, banana cakes, all kinds of delicious looking things in this case. And then there's more over here if that wasn't enough. It's like they have some cake pops, and then they have some full-size cakes. Wow, just amazing. Looking over this way, they have a toy section. And guess what? Darth Vader's over here. You can hear him breathing. Let's hit the button. Looks like he's in a cryo chamber. And they have a bunch of Star Wars stuff over here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Some Star Wars toys. Lots of other things. They have stuffed animals. Check these out. These are the world's smallest edition. They have a world's smallest Viewmaster. And check out Stretch Armstrong. He's like super tiny. What else do they have? Micro figures. They have a mini Ouija board. So in case you want to summon a small demon, you can use a mini Ouija board. There's also some trolls. And wait, what is this? It's a mini Silent Bob. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Too funny. Lots of interesting things over here. They've got a mini glowworm, a mini yo-yo. There's a mini Care Bear, a mini deck of Old Maid cards, and I bet there's more because this is a whole thing. Let's see if we can turn this real quick so we can see some of the other ones. You have mini Barbies, a mini Etch and Sketch, mini Crazy Eights, a couple more things down there. Lincoln Logs and Tinker Toys as well. And then Toxic Waste down at the bottom. And we've got one more side to look at. Oh, they have mini beer pong. So if you don't have time for a full beer, you can have just a small one and play a round of mini beer pong. A couple other things down here. There's a mini Light Bright. That's pretty cool. What else we got? There's a mini Magic 8 Ball. And also a mini Monster High doll. It's kind of funny. Everything's fun when it's smaller. They have books as well, some backpacks, this whole back wall filled with various toys, all kinds of just random things. Darth Vader's going off again. I hear him over there. These are little solar things. You put them in the window, and they have a solar panel on them, and they wiggle in the light. Little flip-flops. Some Funko Pops. I don't know what Munchlax is, but they have a bunch of those, a whole rack full of them. And there's wish lanterns here, and a bunch more various toys. Well, guys, we went through the grocery section, which was back this way. Oh, and by the way, check this guy out over here. It's pretty cool. And I thought that this was the end. And I just noticed, check this out. We saw this in a video.
Would you stop singing? It's time to get to work. Would you stop already? You're getting under my husk.
And check it out, there's a scarecrow up there. God, this store is awesome. Anyway, we got to the end of the food section. I thought that was it, but no, because you have to have stuff to put the food in, stuff to cook, and this whole section past this little acropolis or whatever you want to call it, this little facade, is all about cooking utensils, pans, storage devices, all that stuff. It's just incredible how big this store is. All right, well, we came back in here to check out this area where the pans and the kitchen utensils and things like that are. And notice there's a NASCAR hanging up there. And also in this area is the pet section. They have all kinds of stuff for your pets. Different pet foods and leashes and collars and accessories for your pets. And heading back past all the kitchenwares is another toy section. This one says Uncle Sam's Toys and Collectibles. This place just keeps going on and on and on. And let's see what they've got in here for us to look at. Well, there's also some plants, it looks like. Maybe that sign, oh no, the collectibles are on the other side. So this is one of the entrance exits. I don't know which one this one is. Let's see. I'm not quite sure where we're at. It says entrance and exit there. Oh, we are here. There it is. We are here down at the Toys and Collectibles. We came in right up here. So there is another whole, there's another whole section back here that we have not even seen yet. Urban Jungle, Frozen and Dairy. I think so far we've covered this, the candy, and the beer and wine, and that's about it. And there's a whole another area over here with wine, cigars, and a tasting bar. My gosh, this place is gigantic. All right, so looking around the other side here, this is where some of the toys are. They look like these are collectible cards. See some Pokemon stuff down at the bottom, some Dungeons and Dragons dice and things like that. And then over here, we are finally getting into some of the unique toys and stuff that they have. Check this out. It's a log pillow. Down there, some Venus flytraps, some aloe plants. Lots of things that are fun and educational in this aisle for kids. So my daughter likes these Squishmallows. But these are Dr. Plague, like a gothic version of a Squishmallow. They're kind of creepy. This one's carrying an axe. Like little trolls with that nose. It's kind of interesting. There's a couple more up here. And guys, if you're one of those people who likes the Funko Pops, they have an entire wall filled with different Funko Pops. These are all different. I'm not going to go through each one. I'm just going to kind of browse by quickly. If you see something you're interested in, pause the video and take a look. But my gosh, there has to be at least a couple hundred versions of all these different kinds and just tons of them. Wow. It looks like they even have a couple of limited edition Funkos down this aisle. This is Disney 100. It's Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket. And then just over this way, it's Snow White and the Woodland Creatures down in here. A couple more Disney ones, Disney villains over there. And some more Disney Funko Pops. A couple of Christmas ornaments here. Some Disney stuffed animals on this side. Over on the opposite side is all kinds of puzzles. And back past the stuffed animals, some games and some more puzzles, Disney related, of course. Being a fan of Iron Man, I really like this one. It's $39. I've seen better, but it's still pretty cool. pretty detailed. We also have Halo, Master Chief right here. Down below is a Ghostbusters wand for one of their proton packs. Got a Lando down here and the Emperor and a Stormtrooper as well. And looking down here, they have a Wednesday Ouija board. A couple of other unique things is down here as well. Some Monopoly from Shark Week, Beetlejuice Monopoly as well. Various horror type items down here, puzzles, games, tarot decks. Some figures and stuffed animals. And a bunch of random items over on this side as well. And I just noticed this. It's one of the solar-powered figures that's dancing Jesus or dashboard Jesus. It'd be kind of cool on your dashboard. Have Jesus dancing with you. And this entire wall here in this aisle all filled with various Harry Potter stuff. And the opposite side of that aisle is all Star Wars. All kinds. Looks like they've got one of those special limited edition. This one's Luke Skywalker and R2-D2. Some figures up there. Various books. And then down towards the end, I see some Godzilla stuff. And some other random things, some Star Trek. And some games. And right inside this room, they do a podcast every Wednesday. It's a Jungle Gem podcast. We've got it all set up inside there to do the podcast. And if you want to watch, you can have a seat in one of these old airline seats. Check this out. And it looks like the tray table is in here as well. Let's see if we can pull this out. Check that out. Old style tray table that folds up into the armrest. And if you just want to have a beverage, you can have the small version where it stays folded in half. Or you can stick it back into the armrest and close it up. That's pretty cool. There's also a location in the store that sells fresh sushi made right here on the spot. And you can see they're working hard back there to make the sushi. And right here, this pickle, they are 3 for $3 and they're gigantic, huge pickles. And you can pick whatever ones you want. They got dill, they got hot, they got garlic, and they even got bags, and you just bag them up and take them with you. And in the soup aisle, there is a giant swing set with a can of Campbell's soup swinging back and forth. And right here is the big cheese inside this giant window. That long thing sitting inside there is a giant cheese. It weighs 893 pounds. Well, guys, believe it or not, we're only halfway done, but we had to stop and take a lunch break. We bought a bunch of stuff, put it all in the car, and we're now eating some sushi, and it's really good. And I'll show you what the sushi looked like. My daughter's the only one who's got some left because we were so hungry. We kind of devoured it. We got some California rolls, and it looks like, I think the other one was sort of a California roll, but came with a couple of different sauces, like an eel sauce and maybe a wasabi mayo. And then it had little crunchies that you put over the top. I think they were panko breadcrumbs. Absolutely delicious. All right, guys, well, lunch was really good. We ate our sushi, and we also had some macarons that we bought at the bakery. Were really good. It's time to head back in and see the second half of Jungle Gyms. That's right, guys. It's a party because Right here, there is a tasting bar. You can come over here and try different beers, different bourbons, all kinds of different stuff that they have available to sample. And I might have to do that because I see something on tap called Mango Cart, and I'm kind of curious now. All right, well, unfortunately, the tasting bar is only for the bourbons. You cannot taste the different beers and ciders that are on tap, only the bourbons. All right, guys, this is the area we did not go into, and this is the produce and I believe the international food section way back there. This is the kind of unique stuff you will find here and not anywhere else. It's a pink pineapple. It's called Pink Glow by Del Monte. And look at that, it's pink on the inside. They're also $14 a piece, so we're not getting one. All of their pre-cut fruits look absolutely incredible. Check these out. Got watermelon. This one looks really red, and they've even got yellow watermelon down here too. Tons of different mushrooms, even fresh morels. Look at the price on those. $36.90. Morels are very expensive. That's why a lot of people forage for their own. They've got some shiitakes, fresh shiitake mushrooms, and a bunch of others along this way as well. Every kind you could possibly want. So they have honeydew melons, and this is kind of pricey, but they are very, very large. That is a very big honeydew melon. So not too bad when you consider the size of it. Guys, literally any kind of produce you could want. Every kind of chili pepper, habaneros, Anaheim, serrano, jalapenos, tons of unique stuff in here besides your normal stuff as well. We've seen some unique ethnic foods. Look over here. This is turmeric. And not too many stores actually carry this, but this is that's actually a good raw spice that you can add to various dishes. A couple things over here, tomatoes, avocados, tons of stuff in the middle as well. Oh my gosh, are these jumbo avocados? I've never seen an avocado this big in my entire life. This has to be the size of like 4 or 5 avocados. That's insane how big that is. Wow, I think one of those would make an entire bowl of guacamole. That looks amazing. Also got some papayas. And over here we've got okra and some jackfruit. And then what is this? This is a, wow, these are big too. I've seen pomelos before and they're big, but these are like the size of cantaloupes. They've got bags of fortune cookies. And jade golden pears. Yeah, these are Asian pears, as they're sometimes called. And my daughter wants to show off some dragon fruit she found. Check this out, guys. Those are huge as well. They're very good looking. They don't look like they've dried or sitting around for a long time. These look really healthy. And they've got tons of those, as well as mammy fruits. If you've never had mammy fruit, that's interesting as well. Over here, sugar cane. Now, we've purchased this before at a place called Randazzo's Market, and it is really good if you skin it and you suck on it. It's just like eating pure sugar, but it's a little bit different. It's better. It doesn't taste as sweet, but it's still really good. Guys, is it just me, or are things like really cute when they're tiny? Look at the size of these little baby pineapples. There's probably not much in here to eat, and my God, they're $11.99 a piece. But it's just cute to see a little tiny pineapple like that. Got prickly pears, mangoes, papayas, persimmons. And right over here they have lychee. I don't know if you've ever had lychee. It kind of tastes like a grape. You don't eat the outside, you have to peel it, and there's like a soft, almost like a grape, like a skinless grape on the inside. And they're pretty good. Tasty, actually. Over here, the baby bananas. We've seen these before in the store. 99 cents a pound. Not really the best deal. They are sweeter, but they're not really the best deal when you think about the fact that you're paying for the peels and everything. And the banana, the fruit inside, is actually probably a third of the weight. So right here it says pepino melons. I'm guessing that's what those are there. I've never quite seen those before. And there's some coconuts over here. These are with a little bit of husk still left on the shell. And right below that is kumquats. And I'm not sure, I've never seen this before either. Spanish lime quinapas. So these are like little baby limes, I'm guessing. That's interesting. Not sure quite what this is either. It says salsify? That's interesting. They do have cactus pears down here. Over here, I've never actually seen these, but there are bags of mangosteen. They're actually hard like a coconut. I didn't know that. Very, very hard. Well, guys, it's a bit ironic that Gilligan's Island is here on this boat because I was only expecting a 3-hour tour of Jungle Gems, and it feels like we've been in here forever. Also, up above, we've got the cereal guys. It looks like the cereal band. Got the bee from Honey Nut Cheerios. We got Lucky from Lucky Charms and the Trix Rabbit. They're singing us a song. How cool is that? There's the name on the side of the ship. It's the SS Minnow. And of course, the reason there's a boat is because this is the seafood section. Tons of different seafood down here below in these cabinets. You guys, check this out. They've got fresh shark. These are hammerhead sharks. A whole tub of them on ice. And down here, blue crab. Right down here. Oh, there's one right there, still moving. That's some fresh blue crabs right there. Over in this tank, look at the size of this lobster. It's huge. That is a giant lobster. Bunch of them down here in these tanks, some small, some big. Live catfish over here. And everything looks really, really fresh in this area. Tons of fresh seafood. Definitely top notch. And if that wasn't fresh enough for you, how about these? These look like they were just caught hours ago. Everything looks pretty darn fresh. And guys, check this out. This is the international area, and everything is labeled by country or by ethnicity. This says Asian food. I see over in that area, over in the far area there, Africa, Hispanic, Mid-Eastern, Eastern Europe. Let's check this out. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a treat. So guys, as you probably know from my videos, I love all kinds of different ethnic food. And this is kind of like my jam right here. There are all kinds of different spices and sauces and things of that nature. Stuff that you just won't find anywhere else. Stuff I've maybe heard of, but don't know where to find it. This is where you find that stuff. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Like, I didn't even know this existed, but I can totally understand why this would be an Asian type thing. It's plum paste. Now, I've seen some of this before, and this is kind of like a spicy citrusy paste, and they also have a wasabi somewhere as well that looks like a similar box to this. This one, I'm not quite sure. Maybe we can flip it around and see on the backside. I don't know about that one. But that's the kind of thing I'm talking about that you can find here. Guys, if you're a fan of bubble tea, or if you've never had it, it's like a sweet fruit tea, and it has these little popping bobas in it. And this is what they make the tea with. You've got the bubble tea. This one's blueberry. Down here I see kiwi and avocado. I don't know about that one. Pineapple, red bean, banana, jasmine green tea, honeydew, and strawberry. Oh my gosh. This is heaven for those who like bubble tea. And here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about, guys. This is a 1 pound package of taro powder for making bubble teas and whatnot. It is $7.19 for this pack. I paid, I think, $8 on Amazon for a pack 1/10 of this size. So yeah, you got to know what you're shopping for. And guys, like I was saying earlier, there's the wasabi right down there. All right, guys, have you ever had Thai iced tea? Well, here's the Thai tea powder, which is basically the tea leaves, and it's $6 for this bag, which is almost 1 pound. That's a lot of tea. You're gonna make a lot of tea with that. That's not bad. It's $6 for one Thai iced tea when you go to a Thai restaurant, so that's a good deal. And check this out, guys, all kinds of canned rare vegetables and fruits. They have lychees. There's baby bamboo, there's jackfruit, green young jackfruit, and a bunch of stuff down here as well. All kinds of different Thai items here, as well as pad Thai paste, red curry paste, spicy coconut paste, pad Thai sauce, tom yum paste. If you like Thai food, you're probably familiar with some of these things. Guys, going back to my Jollibee video, we had the spaghetti that was sweet. And here you go, sweet style spaghetti sauce. And that's because most of the stuff right here is Filipino foods. So a little bit of everything in this section of international foods. You can find all kinds of wild stuff. Had I seen that before, I would have completely understood. But that was my first time seeing it in the store. Right here is some ube pudding. They also had different flavorings down here, different extracts, and I see mango and vanilla, and they also have ube right here. And check this out, guys. There's buldak here. This is a really spicy ramen, but this one is cream carbonara. Looks really good. Just in case the buldak is not hot enough for you, they have ghost pepper with cheese or savory chicken. I bet you can't even taste the chicken or the cheese because that's just got to be insanely hot. Oh boy, now I'm in trouble. Tortuga rum cakes. I absolutely love these. If you've ever been to the Caribbean and you've had one of these, you know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, amazing. And we have arrived. It is the World of Ramen noodle shop. This entire aisle is nothing but ramen, believe it or not. Let's take a look. And as you can see right here, here's the buldak that we got. My daughter likes this. It's very spicy. It is very, very spicy, actually. I would rate it on a level of 5 out of 5 for spice. But she likes it, and we don't always put the full packet in because it can get a bit extreme, but they have all kinds of flavors here. There's all kinds of different ramens above and below. Different flavors, everything, all kinds of unique stuff. More ramen than I've ever seen in my life. Brands I've never heard or seen before. I have had this one before. It's pretty good. It's like a jalapeno spice to it, real mild, but spicy. Probably about a 3 out of 5 for the spice on that. And over here, this Mama brand, we've actually got this before, and I don't know what they're charging here. 69 cents, it looks like. That's not too bad. Or, oh, sorry, 59 cents. I think it depends on the version you get. And I really can't tell the flavors because they're not written in English here, but they do have quite a bit to choose from. I believe, nope, this is pad thai. I've not had that one. This is the one we usually get. It's a tom yum pork flavor. All right, guys, literally this entire aisle, all ramen, all crazy. And that's not all. Check out the other side, also all ramen. So many kinds. It's insane. This really is crazy. I've never seen so much ramen. I didn't know there was this many brands. Guys, I'm overwhelmed. I'm blown away. I cannot show you everything in this store. There is just too much. This could be a 6-part video. Nobody's gonna watch that. I'm gonna have to pick and choose all the great little parts and put them into one video, but I'm telling you right now, so much good stuff in the store. You have to make this a trip. Come down to the Cincinnati area. They have 2 of these, by the way. There's the one in Fairfield, and then the, I think they call it Eastgate, which is, it's a little bit further south and east, and that one's in Cincinnati proper. We didn't go to that one. I didn't think we were gonna have time to finish this one, but we've been in here for like 3.5, 4 hours. It's crazy. This store just never ends. If you guys are familiar with like a Walmart or a Meijer, imagine something about 12 to 15 times that size, and it just never ends. Every time you turn a corner, there's more. It's insane how big this place is, and there's so much here. If you can't find it here, it probably doesn't even exist. Seriously. Taking a look over here, there's plenty of stuff to do your hookah, if you're into that sort of thing. That's not my thing. And on the other side, all kinds of Eastern European chocolates and candies. Lots of different things over here. Over here, all kinds of different snacks from different areas of the world. And some Cheetos. I don't know if they're different flavors. Those look like normal flavors. Then down here, maybe some lobster chips of some sort. You did see Lay's in the other aisle, and they had some really off-the-wall flavors over there. There was a Italian, I think they call it Italian meat, but it looked like it was a spaghetti sauce, so it looked like it was tomato Italian meat, like a pasta sauce, basically. Over here, some ginseng. Got the root inside there. Perfect example right here of the Lay's potato chips. My daughter brought back a pack. She wants to get the cucumber flavored Lay's. Right over here, they have seasoning packets for every kind of Asian dish you could possibly want to make. And just to give you an example, like you can find the seasoning for lettuce wraps, and you can find the seasoning for maybe sweet and sour, and maybe if you're lucky you can find this basic stir-fry one, but you're not going to find honey garlic shrimp, honey sesame chicken, chow mein, lo mein, all the different ones that they have here. There's a ton of different flavors, and they have all kinds. There's even a bourbon chicken. Guys, check these sodas out down here. I believe these are from, I believe they're from the UK. Could be from Australia, because both items are in this aisle. But what I wanted to point out is the soda here, Club Soda, Club Orange, has real orange in it and no artificial colors. Why can't we get to that? Instead, ours is all fake stuff. Probably tastes really good too. I see the Guinness potato chips down there. I've had those before. They are very, very good. Oh my, look at these spreads. They have a Twix spread, Bounty, and Mars. Not that those are any good for you, but that would be my choice. I love coconut. And look at these Milky Ways. That is very different, and it's very thin. It's longer and thinner. I wonder if it's got the same stuff in it. Huh. I don't know. But there's a Milky Way from another country. They also have Mars hot chocolate. And check this out, guys. There is a giant tree here. And there's arrows in the tree. Says something about reward for Robin Hood on that sign. Let's see. Oh, it's Sherwood Forest. Of course, that makes sense. We're in the English section. UK foods and whatnot. Let's see. We have a damsel there on a horse. And let's see what we've got in this aisle. Oh, candies. I see some toffees over here. Oh yeah, all kinds of different candies and chocolates. And oh my, look at this, guys. What is up in this tree? Wow, check that out. Look at that face. And look at all the loot up there. Oh my gosh, all the gold plates. King's Ale. Look at all of that up in that tree. This must be where Robin Hood's been storing all his stuff he's been taking from the rich. Pretty cool. Now these I have had before. It's like the chocolate is somehow cured and it has bubbles in it, and when you go to bite into it, it just kind of just totally melts in your mouth because the bubbles make it very thin and airy. Really good. And over here looks like all the Cadbury stuff. They got tons of Cadbury chocolates over in this area here. Lots of other different things down here that I'm not quite familiar with all of it, but I am aware that in England they like to eat beans with their breakfast and various meals. Lots of different bean combinations here. And there's some HP sauce, and that's a very common UK thing too. And there is the man right there, Robin Hood, up in his tree. Look over there at that rock. I don't know if you guys can see that. Excalibur sticking out of the rock over there. And Robin Hood is...
Greetings, good morrow.
Oh, he's
Lords
animated.
And ladies, noble foodies all. Welcome to Sherwood Forest, where the famed Robin Hood, and that's me, and my band of merry men enjoy the worldly abundance afforded us by our friend and gracious landlord, Jungle Jim. What say you? Be ye ready for the grandest shopping adventure? But watch thyself. If thou art in league with scoundrel Prince John, thy cart and valuables may be in peril. However, if thou art loyal to King Richard the Lion-Hearted, then shop with ease and sample all you please. Now, good foodies, gather under my mighty English oak to discover my secret stash of riches and food treasures to share for one and all. Step well and shop with gusto.
And of course, this being the UK section, we are going to see a lot of various teas, including some English breakfast teas and whatnot. All kinds in this area. In fact, this is the second aisle that I have seen. And just when I thought I was done, I've entered another country. This is Nepal. And there's lychee, guava, and mango drink. This aisle is full of rice down this side, and various beans and seeds and things of that nature on this side. Also has some things here, some statues and whatnot, apparently from Nepal. This store is just never ending. It really is. All the things, I don't even know how to explain how big this is. You guys really have to experience this for yourself. Here's all the spices and things down this aisle. I don't even know what most of this stuff is. I'm not into Nepal too much, so I don't know all of their various foods and things like that. But there's all kinds of different things over here. Guys, if you didn't think the store was big enough, they're expanding. That's right. All these coolers are empty. Those racks are empty. But there is a sign hanging in the distance there that says Africa. So this whole section looks like it might be various African type foods and spices and things. I just can't get over how big this is. And now we're moving on to the Indian section. I do like some Indian food, so we'll see what they've got here. Some of this stuff looks vaguely familiar. You have some korma and masala. I've seen this brand in the store, so I'm very familiar with that. A lot of different sauces and things to make various Indian dishes. And over across the other way, unfortunately, I can't bring any of this home with me, but they do have coolers filled with various different dishes that are of Indian descent. And look up above. Check these out. Not exactly sure what those are. Maybe some sort of prayer altar or something. I don't know. Very ornate, very detailed. They have them in copper as well as the silver. A lot of various things in here to try and check out. And guys, check out this little vehicle. And it looks like something you would see in India. Little single person driver and 2 seats in the back. Very small tires on it. I don't know if this is a cab, taxi, or what it is. All right, guys, moving over to the Mexican food area. There's a bunch of stuff here, pottery and blankets and whatnot, ponchos. And then there is a ton of different sodas over here. Probably seen this brand before in the stores. Lots of unique flavors as well. Check this one out. It's a banana soda. That's kind of interesting. And Mexican cola. I think that just means it's made with cane sugar as opposed to the high fructose corn syrup that's in most of our sodas. We have an apple soda, mandarin orange, mango, pineapple, fruit punch, tamarind, lime, and many others. Over here, this Goya brand, they have Jamaican style ginger beer, guava soda, cola champagne, pineapple again, and Malta Goya. Bunch of different unique flavors. Love seeing all these different things here. It's always good to try new things. You never know, you might find something you absolutely love. Of course, the downside to that is that once you find something you love and it's unique and hard to find, you're gonna have trouble finding it again. Like, check this out, coconut soda. And then they have apple as well. And down in this section, it looks like a fiesta because there's all kinds of piñatas and sombreros hanging. There's even some mariachis up on top of the cooler section here. Right over here, all kinds of Mexican spices, fresh ones at that. Look at the size of some of these. You can see the bay leaves, nice and big. Spearmint leaves, that looks good. Guava jelly and pineapple preserves, oh my. And down here they have a Abuelita Mexican hot chocolate. We buy this at home. It has like a cinnamon in the chocolate, so it's a hot chocolate and cinnamon type drink. And it is delicious. Once you drink this, you'll never want regular hot chocolate again. So guys, check this out. I just ran across this. It's from Pedro's Restaurante. And this is Pedro, and he's singing to us. He's serenading us. And right over here, this fire truck can only mean one thing. That's right. We've entered the hot sauce section, and there is a ton of it. Looks like there's actually 4 different aisles of various hot sauces. I'm not going to go through all of them. I do enjoy hot sauces, but to look through all of these could take me an hour. We're in the Italian section right now, and there's so much stuff over here. Look at the theming. Kind of gives you that feel like you're in Italy. And there's tons of pastas and sauces and mixes and you name it. So they've got France and Greece over here, kosher, Canada and Portugal, Spain and Scandinavia. So many different things. There's olive oil here. There's more sauces. Topo Chico. More of the Tortuga. This one's got Kentucky bourbon, and I didn't know they had that. This one is a combination of the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee rum cake. Oh my gosh. I think I gotta get that. That just screams my name. Up here I see some Jamaican stuff. This says Jamaican style bread. I didn't know they had a different type of bread. It's very dense, that's why. It's a very dense bread. It's very heavy and dense. Different hot sauces. Check out the soups. They have a pumpkin soup. And right here, the story of Jungle Gym.
Rooster Pike. We tried to get a little fancy back then. We put screens all the way around. We built a roof, and behind there we had a gas station. We lived in that gas station. We took one of the bathrooms, we turned it into a shower. The back of the gas station we divided into bedrooms, and we put a little kitchen back there. That's where we lived. The bunk beds were so high, if you happened to sleepwalk, you're in big trouble. This is 1972 Sims Road, across from Fisher Body. I should have been a real estate agent. Every time I get on these vacant pieces of property, people would see the cars coming in. Before you know it, someone would buy the lot from under me, and I was constantly moving from corner to corner. I was getting pretty tired of it and felt like giving up many times. There's Dennis Ante, the kid on the right. Believe it or not, he's still with me today.
All right, guys, we just went in and watched the Jungle Gym story, and it sounds like he got started in 1971, bought his first store in 1975, and then this location in 1988, and he just started expanding one thing after another, adding more and more to create a unique shopping experience. Guys, I was looking all over the store for this. I absolutely love this stuff. It's Orangina, and comes in this glass bottle, and the bottom's shaped like a orange, and it's got like a orange peel texture to it. And there is fresh pieces of orange in here. It is, I don't believe it's artificially sweetened. I think it's actually sweetened with the orange. It is so good, absolutely delicious. Tastes like, almost like an orange, but with some sparkling water mixed in. Really good. Only problem is, it is insanely expensive. $13.99 for a 6-pack. What the heck happened? This used to be like, you used to be able to get these for maybe $1.50 for a bottle. Sometimes you get a big bottle for like $2.50. That is crazy. All right, guys, so when we were coming by the fish and seafood area earlier, I didn't notice up above is this whole dock and wharf area. And way in the background there, I don't know if you can see him, you can see Bluto, but Popeye is over there as well. Got a tackle shop and a catfish salon, or saloon. Yeah, catfish saloon. Lots of stuff up there. And guys, this, I believe, was the main entrance, built back in 1988 when they put these waterfalls and animals in. And people thought that Jungle Gym was crazy, but look at what's happened today. Well, guys, we had an amazing time here at Jungle Gyms. Believe it or not, we spent 5 hours inside there. There's so much to see. All those things that you've heard of and different foods you've been wanting to try and you can't find them anywhere, this is where they're keeping them, right here. Come down to Cincinnati, Ohio, check it out. Awesome place. You can easily spend the whole day. The kids will be entertained. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to buy, I can tell you that. I have no idea how they keep track of all the items in there. Amazing store, lots of fun, lots of animatronics, lots of things to see, the video. I had other plans today, we didn't get to them. There's so much to do here, seriously. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to click on that compass so you can stay up to date on our road trip right now that we're doing. And remember, adventure is just a short drive away.